Hey there, history detectives. Today we're going to explore the exciting world of primary and secondary sources. These are the building blocks historians use to piece together the past, so let's dive in. Primary sources. Time machines to the past. Primary sources are like time machines that take us directly to the moment something happened. They're created by people who were actually there or lived during that time. Let's look at some examples. Artifacts and fossils. Think of dinosaur bones or ancient tools, diary entries and letters. Imagine reading a soldier's letter from World War II photographs, a snapshot of the first moon landing. Speeches. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech. Government documents. The original U.S. Constitution. Primary sources give us a first-hand account of events, straight from the source. Secondary sources. The history detective's toolkit. Secondary sources are created after the fact by people studying primary sources. They help us understand and interpret the past. Examples include textbooks, the ones you use in class; documentaries, TV shows about historical events; biographies, books about famous people's lives; encyclopedia articles, summaries of historical topics; journal articles, scholars analyzing historical events. Secondary sources are like a historian's magnifying glass, helping us make sense of primary sources. Pay attention. Here are some important things to remember. The same source can be primary or secondary depending on how you use it. A newspaper from 1969 reporting on the moon landing is a primary source for that event, but it's a secondary source for World War II. Time matters. A tweet about current events is a primary source, but a tweet about ancient Egypt is probably secondary. Eyewitness accounts are primary sources, even if they're written down later. Anne Frank's diary is a primary source for World War II, sources that wear two hats. Some sources can be both primary and secondary. Autobiographies, primary for the author's life, but secondary for historical events they discuss. Documentaries can include primary source footage but also offer analysis. Newspaper editorials. Primary for understanding opinions of the time, secondary for the events they discuss. Wrapping up. Remember, primary sources are direct evidence from the past, while secondary sources help us understand that evidence. Both are crucial for piecing together history's puzzle. Next time you're doing research, think like a detective. Ask yourself, is this a first-hand account or someone's later interpretation? That's the key to identifying primary and secondary sources. Happy history hunting, everyone!